Hey y'all, come on in here. No weapon formed against me every time I pray at night. Hey y'all, come talk to me. This a Meek Millie night. Hey y'all, hey. I know these niggas upset they ain't seen me fall yet. Hey y'all, come on in here. We talking about the North Node tonight. The North Node. And we're going to talk a little bit about Starseed. Hey! I must want to go skiing. I done seen all these niggas try to downplay my greens. Y'all see me? Hey, y'all. So we talking about the North Node tonight. Oh, and I want to talk to you about Starseed. So come on in here. Hey, y'all. Hey. Happy hump day! It's hump day, y'all! Sell my soul. Want some shit that they ain't seen before. Dream chasing, catching all my goals. And I don't need these hoes. Money, me and all my goals. Yo! It's all I want. Y'all niggas going all out for us. This is my cocky flow. Damn, why you selling Mr. These niggas want to see me fall. But I ain't going nowhere, y'all! Nah, I ain't in my summer finest. I got something a little finer than this. Happy hump day, y'all. I want some shit they never seen before. My little dream catching up there, catching all my goals. Hey everybody. Welcome to QueenTv After Dark, where we normalizing healthy, sexy relationships, y'all. So tonight we talking about the North Node. How is y'all? How y'all is? Mr. McGee, I'm here for education purposes only. I give y'all a little education, I give y'all a little entertainment, and that's it for me. There's no outside of Facebook for me. Those are the rules. Those are the rules and the jewels. So I hope you guys had an amazing Wednesday. So happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy hump day. How was y'all day? Mine was easy. I had to go to one school today. But my baby acting a little special. So
So wait, I had a funny story to tell y'all. What did I have to tell y'all today about pre-K? Besides the fact that I'm too loud for kindergarten. Yo, they are the cutest little kids ever. It's like a little ways up from me, but like they're like little old souls. Mine was fun. That's amazing. That is amazing. So, damn, what was the story I had to tell y'all? Oh, let's talk about my damn landlord. So I'm a morning person, right? So like I be motivated. Like I get it done in the morning, right? But by the afternoon, like when I get done with them babies all day, I be ready to come home and take a nap. So I get home, and because I'm about to move, he's about to start showing the property. So I did the yard, right? But I did like, you know, I could have did a little better job, but I was doing it before work, right? So he was here like outside pulling the yard. Thank you. So he was outside doing the yard or whatever, right? So I'm like, shit, it's hot. I'm in a dress, right? I'm like, it's hot. And he's like older, right? But he's older. Give me 1 second, I'll answer that. He's older, like, you would just want him to sit down because he looked like he's going to get hurt, right? So I'm like, yo, I don't even know why he started this freaking yard work because I'm going to have to finish it, right? I was hurt. It took all the muster of my soul to get it done. You got to know your strengths and your weaknesses, right? And my strength is working in the daytime, not in the afternoon. Like, I start my decline like around 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, she about ready. I'm not necessarily ready for a nap, but I am not ready to do anything that requires thought, strength, tenacity, or being out in the damn sun with grass on my damn feet. I do need a handyman around, but I'm picky, you know? I'm so picky, like, you gotta check your energy at the door. Like, I don't even care if you just doing the yard, like, I don't like being around many people. I be chilling. I gotta protect all this good energy. So that mean I can't just be around anybody. So I'll have a handyman in due time. In due time. Do a few things around the house. But anyway, no, I'm not a teacher. I am I'm an ABA therapist. So I work with autistic kids. Hey, Boo! Hey, Boo, hey. Yo, I was going to message you today, like, bam, you got to look. You very picky. Some might say that you're very picky, sir. Yo, you gotta look at my cowbell video. That one cow looked like you. I was cracking up. The very first cowbell video, I was like, yo, if you would have commented on there, I was gonna be like, you know that cow look like you. You hella picky. You hella picky. So, Bam, do you know we talk about North Nodes tonight. We talk about Starseeds. You know a little bit about Starseeds because I'll talk to you about that stuff. But do you know where your North Node is? On your birth chart? Have you ever pulled your birth chart? You got to pull your birth chart. Y'all all got to pull your birth chart. Y'all all got to pull your birth chart so y'all can figure out your life. So it can tell you the stuff. So anyway, y'all, so we talking about when you start, okay, so we talking about when you start, when you step into your North Node, right? So you know, you gotta get your, if you know the time of your birth, you gotta get your birth chart. If you know the time of your birth, you could go on, Astro Cafe. I put a link on my page. Astro Cafe. Or even astro.com. And you can get your whole birth chart. It's going to look like this. And it's going to have all your placements because we have different placements in our birth chart that affect us, right? So your sun sign is a Saggy. Your sun sign is a Saggy, right? But like your moon sign is different. Your you have an ascendant sign, so that's different, right? So all of those things tie into who it is that you are, right? So we get really hung up. Hey, Akeisha! Oh, my boo came in the room. I gotta do a dance. Hey, boo! I was hoping you was gonna come on here. I got my Saggy King and my Saggy Queen on the line. On the line. Welcome to QueenTv After Dark, where we normalize in healthy, sexy relationships. How are we doing that? By healing and shit. Finding out more about ourselves, even if it means digging in our birth chart, right? Figuring out what it is that we're supposed to be doing right now in our lives. Like, with things. So we're talking about the north and the south node. So your north node are the things that Saggy! I love saying Saggy. You know how you have certain stuff you like to say? I like to say Saggy. And I like to say daddy too. Anyway. Sanjay. What's your sign, Mr. McGee? And you got a smart ass mouth. I start ignoring sarcastic, smart mouth people because, like, I'm one of those talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. So, this is your first and only warning. You can play nice or you can scram. Because, of course, she don't got no dentures because she's all fucking natural, of fucking course. I'm a love goddess. I'm all natural. You better find out about me. Find out about me. So, yeah, you guys, so your north node, right? So your north node is what it is that you came, your north node is what your soul agreed to, right? That you wanted to do whenever you came into this lifetime, right? But your south node is what you knew before. So we kind of get stuck in our south node because that's our familiar, right? So, for instance, say if in your past life you were really rich, right? Really rich, you had the luxuries of life, you didn't really have to work hard for anything. This particular lifetime, you probably came in under a north node and even a zodiac sign that's very much like a worker. Like, I gotta work my way to the top, right? So you may be needing to learn how to work smarter, not harder, or something like that, right? So surprisingly, to recap, mine, and it affects what your north node can be. So mine is in my 5th house, right? But it's in the sign of Scorpio, right? So Scorpio, the characteristics of a Scorpio affected, right? Because Scorpio is all about spirituality. So in this lifetime, I was supposed to balance my physical out with my spiritual. Ain't that what I've been doing, y'all? And it's funny because I'm sharing my own personal information because, like, y'all gonna be like, damn, yeah, like, Bam knew me forever and ever and ever. So Bam was like Bam was the first dude I dated whenever I moved to Philly. So that was 2005, right? And Bam is like my only guy friend, right? Because I feel like most of our male and female relationships, like, once it's over, like, once you break up, like, that's it, right? You very rarely do you have people that you, like, stay cool with, that, like, you can actually call. Like, I could actually call him if I had a flat tire and he would come and change my tire, right? To me, that's a friend, right? And we haven't been intimate in years and years and years, right? So even, like, stuff with my kids, I could call. Like, he was just like a rock, right? So the people in your lives that you're close with, you actually have soul contracts with those people, right? So me and my soul contract with my Sagittarius We were supposed to be, I think we were supposed to be patient with each other and flexible with each other. But, I mean, we did it because we still connected. We don't hate each other. Because I don't have very many, like, I'm learning how to, like, let bygones be bygones, right? I'm learning how to let the relationship be over when the relationship is over. Because I think I did too much of taking people back when I shouldn't have. So, yeah, so now I'm letting bygones be motherfucking bygones. But, yeah, your south node is essence. Your north node is knowledge. Your south node, your north node is, okay, so I'm going to read you mine, right? Your north node is what you're good at that you may not know. It's like uncharted territory, but your soul knows that you came here to do it, right? And when you start stepping into your north node, that's when you start really moving towards your destiny. Your finances will increase. So like your north node probably has something to do with some type of karma with kids, being a humanitarian, being a protector, probably all the things that you have done over your lifetime, right? But you're really, really stepping into it now. That. So mine, for instance, mine was, my south node was feelings of inferiority, overdependent on being light, eccentric, too high expectations of my friendships, feeling misunderstood, isolates from the group, right? So who's working out her karma? Because, like, I'm really none of those things now. Like, I could give a fuck who gives, I could give a fuck less, right? Who thinks what of me? Like, I know that I'm the shit. So, like, I really don't care. So, and I definitely don't feel inferior anymore, right? But it's surprising to me because it's like we step into these things that we don't even realize. Like, oh my God, like, I'm on the path to my destiny. I didn't even know I was right on time. So that was what I was supposed to do, less of that in this lifetime, right? And then what I was supposed to do more of is be creative, good-natured, confident, passionate, self-expressive, socially skillful, and have leadership abilities. So, I'm doing what I came here to do, what my soul came to do, right? And then also, the fact that it's in Scorpio, also plays a part because Scorpio rules the house of entertainment, amusement, just like unpredictable adventures and shit like that. So isn't that crazy? Like, yeah. So all of that shit. Hey, Mr. Quincy! Thank you. So, all right, y'all. So when y'all may not know y'all north node, but y'all may be able to match what y'all north node is according to what the haters say. Because we talking about the haters tonight, right? But it's going to make y'all laugh, all right? So where did we leave off at? We left off at Leo. So now remember, y'all, this is not just sun sign. This is wherever your north node is. You got to get your north node from your birth chart, but the link is on my page, okay? So your north node is when you start really stepping into like your calling, your destiny, what it is that you were here to do in this particular lifetime, right? So also too, like for instance, I was supposed to be very practical in this lifetime, which I am, right? Because in a past life, I was rich and privileged, right? So like kind of like balancing that out, right? All right, so if your north node is in Virgo, once you start stepping into your true north node, these are the things that people are going to say about you. He said he hates his haters. All right, so they're going to say, oh, the small things don't matter. Why do you make a big deal about the small things? You think that you're all that since you're on this spiritual awakening journey, this self-improvement journey. People are going to question why you question shit. Like, why are you questioning things? Like, why ain't you just going along with the party to go along, right? They're going to say, oh, all your friends that want to like violate your boundaries. They said say goodbye to all your homeless friends, right? Because it's like when you start putting boundaries in place, people are going to start getting mad and getting upset. Your friends are going to be critical. They're going to criticize everything you do, right? So that's Virgo and North Node, right? If your North Node is in Libra, when you start stepping into your North Node, doing your thing, you know, just doing you how you do you, they going to say, you're fake. Since you don't care about, since when do you care about how do you look? Since when do you care about being so luxurious? Since when do you care about your image? When did you become so elegant and diplomatic? I thought you were from the hood. I thought you were from the west side. When did you start playing devil's advocate? I thought you were on my side. So yeah, so that's when you start becoming, because you know Libras is about balance, right? So I guess Libra's characteristics are to step back and kind of like look at like both sides of the story. So if you not operating fully in that, right, you may not have always played devil's advocate, or you may not have stepped back and assessed the whole situation before you made a decision, right? So when you start stepping into your North Node, that's what the haters gonna say, all right? Scorpio, if your Scorpio is in North Node, they gonna say, why you so private? Why you stop giving your body away? Why you start valuing being alone? You're not anything higher than your sex appeal. You're only your sex appeal. Like you don't have no brains in there. You're just pretty. Just sit and be quiet and be pretty, right? They gonna say, oh, also when you start stepping into your North Node and Scorpio, you start talking about the occult and witchcraft and stuff, and people start saying it ain't that deep, it ain't that serious, right? My North Node is in Scorpio. I know y'all be like, it ain't that deep, sis. And I stay talking about the occult and some black magic. So I was cracking up. I was like, oh my God, right? So remember, Scorpio rules amusement, entertainment, spontaneous trips, and like stuff like that, right? That's the house that it rules. But then Scorpio is also about like spirituality and like the dark side of things and things of that nature. So I was here to balance, you know, the spooky shit, like the spooky shit in like regular life, right? And I think I'm doing a pretty good job, y'all. What y'all think? I think I'm doing a good job. So if your North Node is in Sagittarius, they're gonna say, why are you, they're gonna question why all of a sudden you're standing on your truth. Like, why are you standing on your truth? And why are you not just going along to get along? Like, why do you have your own opinion? Like, how dare you do that? They're gonna be mad at you whenever you decide I want to move out and be a star. Like, one of those things, like, when, like, now I want to move out of the hood, right? They're going to be like, why you want to go be a star? Why you want to leave us? Why you want to be your own person? Do y'all hear y'all North Node coming up? All right, what else? Is that it? No. North Node and Capricorn. Y'all. Now, this is not coming from me, right? You're gonna run into like your mommy issues, right? And a lot of people are gonna start gaslighting you. They said, I don't know who North Node and Capricorn, but you're gonna be gaslit by your family. They're gonna be mad at you and make you feel guilty for like leaving them and like not taking care of them and shit like that. That's what you're going to hear once your North Node getting Capricorn. Because you're going to want to start being more independent. You're going to be more diligent. You're going to be more focused. And people going to be like, how dare you? Like, and it's crazy because y'all notice the common theme is like, what about us? Why are you leaving us? Isn't it crazy? Like, you just want to be better for your life. And everybody want to feel all forsaken and forgotten. You can come along for the journey. Shoot. All right, so... No. If your North Node is in Aquarius, right? They're going to question your creative abilities. They're going to question why you give a fuck about certain shit. Hey, Jamar! Hey, boo! I'm calling BS and it's hated. What's hated? It's called... That's me right there. What you say? I don't care. I'ma say it. Because the thing is, like, we're going to talk a little bit about starseeds, right? I'm not going to be before y'all long. So we're going to do Aquarius, Gemini, and then I'm going to tell y'all about 2 starseeds. But, like, it's like we getting activated and initiated. Like, we like, no. Because our soul knows what it is that we're here to do. That's why we're, like, passionate about everything. Like, Jamar got, like, 50 million jobs, man. So, like, now we like, yo, I'm about my business. And it's crazy because it's like, it just feels like a natural progression. Like, okay, like, I'm just doing this because I'm supposed to. But I'm here to encourage y'all that, yes, y'all doing it because y'all supposed to. It's easy and all of that. But not only that, you are like, if you hear these things, then you know you're like right on track with where it is that you're supposed to go. And it's crazy. It's crazy how the haters dictate like our velocity, but it's just true. Like, and it's sad. So, you know, we will give too much attention to the haters because, like, thank everybody for coming. Welcome to QueenTv After Dark, where we normalize healthy, sexy relationships. How are we doing that? By getting to know ourselves and healing and shit. Laughing and shit, dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Being a part of the group and shit. So, yeah. So, if your North Node is an Aquarius, they're going to question your creative abilities. They're going to not support you. They're going to not give back. They're going to not believe in you. And they're going to disrespect you. It's like, as it got to these last couple zodiacs, they got crazy. Because Cappy, they gaslight you. Aquarius, they just straight up, like, disrespect you. Like, ain't that crazy? The disrespect. Because the thing is, like, haters are one thing, right? You can ignore a hater, but like disrespect, like fuck all that. It's like once you step into self-love, it's like, no, like I don't do getting disrespected. Because another part of self-love is realizing that, like, if I love myself, I respect myself, I'm gonna love and respect anybody that I deal with and I communicate with. So like I expect the same damn shit in return, right? So the last one is North Node and Gemini. They're gonna question your relationship with God. They're gonna oh my goodness, they're gonna question your relationship with God. They're gonna try to stress you out, and they're gonna try to stress you out and take you out to the point that they're gonna try to get you put in the hospital, get you put in jail. They gaslight you and they guilt trip you. Oh, and they be mad because you don't want to be Captain Saberho no more. Now, I didn't say this. Normally, I do my own research, but I got this straight from a video because I just loved it so freaking much. But isn't that crazy, y'all? So I want y'all to be careful. Those of y'all, like, it's real, like, the hate, on a serious note, like, the hate be real out here sometimes. So, like, if you know that you're dealing with somebody that's, like, emotionally unstable, like, none of us got time for that shit. Cause like niggas wanna see you like go to jail, go in the hospital and shit. Like all bets is the fuck off. Like if you don't like me, you don't gotta fucking like me. But like, who gave you hey Glow? But who the fuck gave you permission to like harm me? Like narcissistic people. But we're gonna talk about starseeds. So I'm going to tell y'all about the Orion starseeds and the Pleiadians. We're going to do 2 tonight. There's like, damn, I had this open. There's like 12 different star systems, right? So let me explain this to you guys. Y'all probably know because I be posting stuff on my page. But starseeds are those of us that resonate. Starseeds are those of us that resonate with possibly like not, hey boo, my day was amazing, it was good, it was easy. So starseeds are those of us that feel very connected to the stars. We feel connected to the moon. We feel connected to the planets. We're very much affected by like the planetary shifts. Like there's a lot of, I don't know, I'm sure some of y'all pay some attention. I pay a little attention. Oh, thank you, Belle. You better hire me up or whatever. So, but yeah, you guys, if y'all pay attention, like we're affected by the moons. Like there's always planetary shifts, like different planets shift into different houses and all of that shit. And that all affects us, right? So those of us that are starseeds are those of us that kind of like resonate. And right now, because it's a time of a great awakening and we're kind of like ascending and like tapping into our gifts, we really feel like disconnected. And that's because we're starseeds, right? So different ones of us come from different star systems, right? And according to the star system that you came from, is kind of like what stirs like your ultimate desires, your passions, your drive, like what things you're really like adamant about, right? So I'm so mad. I had this all pulled up. So I'm gonna pull this up for y'all. We're gonna talk about the Orions and we're gonna talk about the Pleiadians. And the reason why learning about starseeds is important is because life on planet Earth is hard, right? Life is hard, if we're honest, right? A lot of us have had it rough, right? We've had it rough growing up. We've had it rough in life. Life might be a little rough for us right now, right? But at the same time, a lot of us are going through a spiritual awakening. So that's why we are losing friends, right? We're making changes in our lives. It's just certain things that we're not willing to deal with anymore. We're coming into a higher level of self-love, right? We find ourselves in what's called the dark night of the soul. And that's when we're kind of like dealing with depression and anxiety. And all of a sudden, things from our childhood is coming up and we're getting triggered and things like that, right? And those things are coming up because God is helping us heal those things. Can you believe it? It feels like torture. But God is bringing those things up, right? So that he can help us heal through it. So he can walk us through it, right? I feel as though no one can come into a true self-love journey without running dad smack into God, right? Hey, this the longer and longer and longer. And I say that because I feel like when God shows you who you truly are, right? Not your parents, not the abuse, not the trauma, not your boss, not your baby mama, not your jealous auntie, not your jealous homeboys, but like when God be like, yo, check this out. Like, this is who I created you to be, right? Like regardless to what religion you're in, we can all agree that we were made by God, right? A higher force being, right? And I feel like he's the only one that can really tell you who it is that you are because he's the one that made you, right? So I feel like when we're born into this world, we came here with a purpose and the universe kind of works against us and for us, right? There's people that's here. Hey, the we're in the building. Hey, boo, hey. The universe kind of works to keep us asleep and awaken us, right? So we go through certain things in life that kind of give us aha moments and it stretches our consciousness. And then we also go through certain things in life that lull us to sleep, right? And a lot of times that comes from our families, the way we were raised, just those toxic templates, right? But we are here to eradicate those toxic templates and do something different, make better choices, be a better dad, be a better mom, tell about the abuse versus keeping it a secret, being monogamous versus having a player mentality. Like everybody was raised seeing something different, right? And according to the way you were raised, that's how you live your life. Unless, of course, some people was like, yo, this shit is toxic. I'm never going to be like these people. But most of us, we grew up like our family, toxic or healthy, right? Now we're coming to a point that we realize that like all this shit that we saw and did and all the things that were, what is the word I want to use? Modeled for us is not necessarily like the healthiest thing, right? It's not serving our highest good. It's not putting us in a mindset that's an abundant mindset, right? So I talk about having an abundant mindset versus a scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset is what has us out in these streets killing, right? Because the way the brain works is your brain can be operating healthy, right? Or you can be in fight or flight mode, right? That's your amygdala. A lot of times we find ourselves in fight or flight mode because we were raised in like traumatic homes and things like that. Some of us had to be on guard. Some of us were exposed to abuse and things of that nature while we were young, right? So we're always like, especially those of us that grew up in a house where there was abuse, fighting, yelling, screaming, cussing, right? And we was little people. And also too, we can experience all of that in utero. Like, if your mom was in an abusive relationship while she was pregnant with you, like, you are traumatized by whatever it is that she went through. All those hormones, all of that adrenaline, all of those toxic juices, right? That flows from mom to the baby, right? You can hear outside of the womb and all of that stuff, right? So that's why they diagnose some of our kids with ADHD, because they just a little jumpy, right? Shit, I've been hearing violence since I was in the womb. I'm just a little jumpy. I don't got ADHD. I'm just a little jumpy. I'm just a little on guard. I got to make sure that my surroundings is good, right? So a lot of times that is what happens, right? Now also splinters are energy, fragments are energy. That's why y'all always hear me talking about energy healing, clearing, because it helps you just reset, right? It helps you reset some of the trauma that is actually stores itself in our body, which causes energetic blocks, and that affects everything. It affects our motivation, the way we think, the way we connect with our intuition, our divinity, all of that shit, right? Energy healing. Your brain on drugs, no. But your brain, when it's always in fight or flight mode, creates a scarcity mindset, right? So if I'm always trying to decide if I'm a run or fight, that's just like, sadly enough, where a lot of us live, where a lot of our children live, and it's just not healthy. It's not healthy for our body. Our body is not operating in a healthy, functioning way when we're kind of like in fight or flight mode, right? So that fight or flight mode creates a scarcity mindset, that I got to get you before you get me. I got to look out for me. Like, I always got to be on guard. Like, somebody's always out to get me, right? I feel like that's why violence is at an all-time high, because like everybody's operating in a scarcity mindset versus an abundant mindset. An abundant mindset says like, I'm healthy, I'm whole, I'm healed, I'm stable, right? I don't have to be worried. I don't have to be in fear for my safety. I use logic, but I'm in a different mindset, right? So that helps overall with everything in your life. Your ability to manifest, your ability to be productive, your ability to get up and be in a good, great mood, right? So all of those things are important. So understanding why you may feel disconnected, or understanding what your higher purpose is, that just keeps you in a better space, right? Like, no, like, I'm here. Like, don't it feel better to be like, I got a purpose in this world. Like, I'm fucking here for a reason. Like, this world needs me. That feels much better than like, who's out to get me? I got to look over my back. You know what I mean? And not to make fun of that, but like, a lot of us, like, that's our life. That's our reality. Versus if you kind of had like a Superman mentality. Like, no, like, I'm here for the justice of the planet. Like, I don't gotta show off. Like, I know who I am, you know? So that's why I talk about starseeds, because understanding starseeds really will help you understand yourself, right? And why it is that you're here, which is a wonderful feeling. So we're gonna talk about, let me see. What type of starseed am I? I'm so mad. Y'all know I be trying to have my stuff pulled up, because I wanted to see it from, it was one that I posted on my page, because it had juicier information. Oh, here we go. Look at it. It's so blue. All right, so, oh damn, acting silly. Okay. So I want to talk to y'all about the Orion starseeds, okay? Orion starseeds come from Orion. The Orion constellation. I don't know how many of y'all watch stars. I know y'all probably do something. Y'all like the stars, the moon. Y'all like being outside at nighttime. If y'all was little kids that wanted to sleep outside, all of that stuff, we starseed, y'all. So they are numerous beings from the Orion constellation that migrated from other star systems. So if you're an Orion starseed, you probably incarnated in other star systems. However, more recently before your earthly one, right? So you probably were in another star system before you came here. Because y'all know I believe in reincarnation, right? Energy never dies. So we come to Earth because Earth is soul school. Earth is the only place that can elevate our souls to a certain level, right? So we as little star beings, little spiritual beings on another planet, we were like, oh, we're just such great big people. We just want to elevate our soul and just stretch ourselves and be more than what we are if we were just flying around here, right? So we come to Earth, but we reincarnate and we come a few times. Some of us have go all the way back to the ancient times, and this is our last lifetime. And some are like younger souls, right? So the babies that's coming now, they're younger souls, and they're definitely starseeds. It's more starseeds now, this younger generation, than the older generation. That's why y'all better leave them babies alone. All right, so now let me tell y'all, on your constellation, it was a place called Mentika, right? Mentika was a paradise planet covered by sparkly diamond-like water. Some believe whales and dolphins came from the seas of Mentika. But it's no longer, so Mentika is no longer in existence. And let me see, no longer in existence. And Orion starseeds have that trait. So if you came from Mentika, the paradise planet, these are your traits. Strongly drawn to the water. You love things about the ocean, the beach, bodies of water. You have an intense connection with whales and dolphins. So all of y'all that wanted to swim with the manatees, I know I wanted to swim with the manatees, y'all. I never even learned how to swim. But in the 5th grade, I wanted to swim with the manatees. You're drawn to swimming or living near lakes, oceans, so they sparkle and feel like you like oceans and water that looks like they're filled with diamonds. Y'all, I can resonate with that, right? You have a strong desire to ascend spiritually and to help others, right? You're a compassionate person, and you get pleasure from helping others. And you're highly sensitive to other beings, and you're very empathic, all right? So all y'all sweethearts, just stay sweet. You was here to be sweet, right? I don't want nobody being like, I just want y'all to operate in unconditional love and forgiveness, right? Like, fuck these people, right? Let God heal you overnight. He can do it. All right, so Orion starseeds, these is your traits, okay? Scientific beings. You'll be interested and intrigued by all things dealing with science, chemistry, astronomy, and genetics, right? You're very intelligent, and you're driven mostly by mentality. You're mental, but you're not emotional. And you're here to learn to love and experience emotions. You little Orions. You have a great sense of humor. You're the life of the party. You're optimistic. You're opinionated individuals who don't sway their perspective very easily. Orion starseeds, right? You're a jack of all trades, and they have knowledge about a lot of different topics. You're self-controlled, but you may come off emotionally cold. You're often unintentionally, though, right? You have interest in ancient cultures. Oftentimes you're entrepreneurs, and you lead and inspire others, Orions. You're task-oriented, and you see things through, and you're very involved in the details of the process. Often you incarnate as a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, okay? Your main passion is knowledge, and you hold knowledge and logic above everything. Some Orion starseeds have bright sky blue eyes, that draw you in. Those are the Orion Starseeds. So y'all ever see like these little kids and their eyes are so blue, like you feel like you could just jump in them and swim? Not the cat. So, oh, maybe I might give y'all 3. All right, so another very common starseed are the Octorians, right? You guys are, let me see where y'all came from. Y'all came from a star called Octorius. It's a giant red, it's red, and it's located in the Boots constellation. Octorians are other dimensionals, advanced star beings that incarnate on Earth frequently. The star beings are able to be in contact through channeling and divination. Some believe when we die, we pass through the Octorian realm during the process of return. Told the Egyptian god of wisdom has a home in Octorius. Okay? So Octorians, y'all are good public speakers. Y'all are leaders in the community and in your workplace, right? You don't fear death. This is my son. You don't fear death. Highly passionate about technology, right? Because some of these starseeds actually, like, they were the ones that helped ground technology into the earth, right? And with the fact that, like, some of us are starseeds, that's why some of us are gifted. We have dreams. We can channel information. That's because we're actually, like, in contact with our star system, right? Octorians are great at math. They have an interest in metaphysics, sacred geometry. Normally, they incarnate darker skin. This is my son all day. But they vary in appearance. They're planners. They develop a plan. They're compassionate, but they guard their feelings. They show anger as their form of emotion when they're hurt or upset. They have telepathic ability. They can read people's thoughts easily or transfer their own messages to others telepathically, right? So if y'all think y'all got telepathy, you do, okay? That is a part of being a starseed. So the more we ascend, you guys will realize you start like really, really coming into these traits, or you may have already had them, but like certain ones, like you may come into more, like telepathy. You have a mission to set up a new society where technology and spirituality meld, right? So somebody who feels like spirituality and technology should go together. So probably somebody, for example, that would be really passionate about online church, because being online, that's technology and spirituality, right? So that's going to be a passion of yours. So if you guys realize, like, we all have different passions. That's why we don't have time to be envious of like other people. Like, everybody has a different passion. We can't all be passionate. There's 12 different starseeds. We're going to do one more tonight. But can you imagine, like, if I didn't name you in any of these things, like, there's still 9 other types of starseeds that you could be, right? So we're all very unique. That's why we don't got time to be getting jealous of other people. Like, you a whole, like, ultra being, right? So also, too, like, with them being multi-dimensional, like, those are your, like, people that, there's certain dimensions that you can access that make it easier for you to be able to do healing work and stuff like that, right? So that's why being a multi-dimensional being, like, if you want to get into that type of work, it would make it easy for you, because, like, you can already kind of, like, tap in, right? So that's why it's important. That's why it's important to know this shit, right? So let's see. What else, you Octorians? Sensory, wait. You choose careers in technology, architecture, invention, science, math, statistic, advanced medicine. Doctors, you damn doctors and chemists, highly intelligent and motivated. You feel like the black sheep of your family. You enjoy attention and appreciation. You're not in tune with your emotions, and therefore, this is one of your lessons on Earth. Like, I'm just so tickled that we all got a lesson to learn. Sensory processing issues, highly sensitive to light, sounds, textures, and smells, right? Sound like my little artistic babies. Ooh. Autism. Isn't that interesting? Autism and Octorian. Isn't that interesting? Because I know them little autistic babies, they be all about that damn technology. So also you have a lower body temperature and you have a lower blood pressure. All right. So that's Octorian. So we gonna do Pleiadians and then I'm gonna get out of here. But I want to thank y'all for coming to hang out with QueenTv after dark or whatever. I love y'all. I'm just here to shed a little love and light. Be a little light in the dark. You know, help light make a little bit more sense so we can all vibrate on a higher frequency, right? Love is the highest vibration. Hi. And with that being the case, a lot of us are here to ground earth, ground love into earth, to raise the earth's vibrations, frequencies, and ascensions, and all of that stuff. So that's why it's important for us to really operate in our starseed gifts, right? All right, so we're going to do Pleiadians, and we're going to get on out of here. All right, so Pleiadians are a type of starseed from the Pleiadian star system, right? Pleiadians consist of 7 bright stars. Pleiadians live in multiple dimensions, and they can incarnate on Earth from any of those dimensions. Ow. So some people that have very high vibrations, you're just like, oh my God, like I love their energy or whatever, right? You may be a starseed that incarnated from like a higher dimension. Like you may have been living in like, say you was living in a 10D dimension and then you incarnated in this incarnation, right? So that's why some of us have high vibes, okay? So, what else? Okay, they consist of 7 stars. They live, okay. Their traits are gentle in nature, meek mannerisms, soft-spoken and polite, humanitarians, empathic, feel and take on others' energies, can transmute when they are in alignment. Did I tell y'all I'm a Pleiadian? Don't it make sense? All right. Often they're tall and slender. I ain't tall and slender. With blonde hair, blue eyes, okay? But they can that can vary. I think Glow is a Pleiadian with that light hair and them light eyes. Glow, you've been frowned out. They may have a nose of the North European ancestral DNA. Whatever that means. I guess it means a European nose. Above all, they're all about love. Don't this make so much sense, y'all? They're all about love and want to spread love to the world. Like, doesn't that make sense, right? They have high cheekbones, long limbs, strong jawlines. They're drawn to outer space, science fiction, astrology, and the stars, y'all! They're family-oriented and they're interested in healing and metaphysics. They're people pleasers, sometimes to a fault, abso-fucking-lutely, because this allows them to be taken advantage of, right? Because they people please. Sensitive individuals, they wear their heart on their sleeve. They feel different than everyone else they felt different than everybody else when they was growing up. They feel they have a big mission on the earth. Does this make sense or not? They feel like they have a big mission on the earth, and they understand polarity, the male and female, the yin and the yang, above, below, and they know how to balance themselves. They may struggle with food sensitivities, sensory issues, and anxiety when not in alignment. Don't that sound like me? So yeah, y'all. So just using myself for an example, I'm not here to act like I am better than anybody, right? I'm not here to act as if I'm better than anybody, but I just want to show everybody like their greatness and their uniqueness. And if I have to use myself as an example, I will. So as y'all can see from me reading a Pleiadian, like being a Pleiadian started resonating with me like almost a year ago. But recently is when I read all the characteristics of a Pleiadian Starseed, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, this is me backwards and forwards. And that's why I say that a lot of us are really, truly stepping into, like, the trueness of who we are. So I really just want to encourage you guys to keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, whatever changes or anything like that that you're making, keep doing it, because you are becoming your higher self. So I'm going to get on out of here. I love y'all. So I'll come check y'all out in the morning. Somebody send me. True. So I love y'all. Thanks for coming to hang out with me on QueenTv After Dark, where we're normalizing sexy, healthy relationships, y'all. I love y'all so very, very much. May y'all have sweet dreams.